doesn't the sanctity of marriage also rely on the woman being a virgin, so you wouldn't be able to get married?
She didn't just say that. That is crazy. Wow. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cosmo. Today I fell upon a very interesting video of Justpearlythings having a debate with the feminists on why women shouldn't vote. I do not want to spoil the video, so let's just jump right into it.
Welcome back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. Pearl Davis has racked up a legion of online followers and plenty of breathless newspaper coverage by sharing her incendiary views on modern feminism. The New York Post called her the female Andrew Tate. So is she tapped into genuine female pushback to the excesses of wokery, or is she just an attention seeker? We'll find out in a moment. But first, let's take a look at the clip that sent her viral.
A lot of people think I'm insane because I don't think women should vote. Everybody thinks I'm crazy for this opinion. If anything, this is probably my most extreme opinion.
That is an interesting topic. Should modern women have the right to vote? Comment below what you think.
90% of women have been on birth control. 1 out of 3 women has had an abortion. 1 out of 3 women has an STD.
What? 1 out of 3 women have STD? I can't even lie, that is shocking. Women are out here picking numbers on the street like men.
Average body count is over 5, so that your average wife has slept with over 5 people. 95% of women are not virgins on their wedding days. So I understand the complaint.
She really does understand the complaints of men. Justpearlythings is out here spilling facts. I can't even lie.
OK, well, Pearl joins me now alongside political journalist Ava Santini, who was nodding furiously along there to everything she heard. Right, Pearl, you've be called the female Andrew Tate. How do you plead?
I don't know about her being the female Andrew Tate. I think she has more in common with Fresh and Fit. But anyways, comment below what you think. Do you think she's a female version of Andrew Tate, or do you think she's not?
Well, I take it as a compliment. You know, I'm a fan of Andrew Tate.
Of everything he says?
It depends what we're talking about. But overall, I think he's got a good message. I think he's good for young men.
OK, look, you're talking about women predominantly, which is why you've got this big following. And your view is that modern feminism is deeply flawed.
Truth to be told, guys, I do believe the feminist movement has its positives and negatives. For example, I do think a woman should go after her goals and dreams. But I also do think that if a woman decides to be a sit-at-home mom, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no reason to shame her. But anyways, comment below what you think.
I would argue a lot of your proposals, like taking the vote away from women, are deeply regressive. Why would you want to remove, just from yourself, the right to vote?
That is a very interesting question from Piers Morgan.
Well, what happened was I had the same view, right? Back when I started, I was like, why? I found out that only 5% of women wanted the right to vote.
I think she meant back in the days, only 5% of women voted. But the reason why is because husbands did not allow their wives to vote. They did the voting for the family, the men. So that was why.
And I couldn't figure out, like, why would women not? No, it's true. It's true. If you look it up.
At the time?
At the time.
Because they've been conditioned by men to think that they shouldn't have a vote.
I mean, that's what they say. But, you know, I started reading their writings, right? And what I found out was that the reason a lot of women advocated for it was because they believed it was the beginning of the breakdown of the family. You know, before you became one in marriage, 85% of people were married. Is
it just me, or is she still not making sense on why women shouldn't vote? Comment below what you think.
And, you know, I hate to say it, but they were right. What has happened 100 years later?
What's that got to do with them having the vote?
Well, it also goes back to responsibility. Again, men are 80 to 90% of the military. They run all of the infrastructures that make society run.
Right now, it feels as if she's mumbling. Maybe she has difficulties answering the question.
So I just think if we want an equal say in society, then be equal. Do 50% of the hard jobs. Be 50% of the military. In the U.S., they're fined $250,000 if they don't join selective service, which is essentially the draft.
Okay, but
Truth to be told, guys, I have a little bit of difficulties understanding her. Doesn't she want women to vote at all, or doesn't she want women to vote in some situation? Comment below if you understand what she's saying.
Specifically on the vote, having the right to vote have to do with family cohesion, for example?
Well, because again, before you weren't trying to divide a family. It was one family unit. You had one vote for the family. I mean, I don't think it's good for a family to have two votes.
Okay, now I see her point. For example, it is kind of confusing that a husband will vote for one party and the wife vote for another. It is better for the husband and wife to have a discussion on which party they should vote on. That is actually better because then the family is presented as a unit instead of being confused and divided.
Ava, your mouth seems to have dropped
No,
about
do you know
I
when it's
know.
sort of
I
like,
know.
no, it's just sort of a bit galaxy brain. I feel like, you know, the stats that you're putting down are perhaps correct in some universe.
Which stats?
But they just kind of don't really add up. I mean, just to take you back to the to the women's writings that you've allegedly read. I mean, at
Allegedly?
The time, well, at
What
the
do you
time
mean allegedly?
At the time that you're talking about, you know, women weren't really allowed to write. They weren't allowed to go to school.
Yes, they
couldn't
were.
Write.
Yes, they
So
were. That's
actually,
incorrect.
She's actually incorrect. There was a time in history when women were not allowed to vote or own properties. They were not even allowed to study. So she's definitely incorrect.
Okay, what year are we
The
talking
first
about?
female property owner was in the 1600s. The idea that women couldn't work and couldn't.
so sorry, but that would be inherited property.
The first female millionaire was in the late 1800s.
And was that inherited?
No, it wasn't. It was self-made.
It
Yes,
was
it was.
self-made.
Yes, it
And
was.
she never inherited land.
Yes, she did not
And what law
inherit it.
permitted that?
What?
What law permitted that?
Well, there was no law. I mean, there's always been women that were
anyway.
influential
But
in
let's
history.
let's get on.
Yes, I do agree with her. Some women were influential back in the days, but you can't take 1% of women to represent the rest of the other 99% of women that were not allowed to vote, that were not allowed to own properties. You can't do that. It's like a feminist saying that all men earn the same amount of money. No, the top percent of men earn the highest compared to the other bottom of 99% of men. That is the reason why.
To the vote. So what I don't understand is, you know, a part of your message, I've researched you today, and hang on a minute.
Okay.
You know, your big push is that you care about men and you don't think that men are getting enough of a say. But
Well, I care about
hang
women
on,
too.
I haven't
Care
made the
about women
point
too,
yet. Because of feminism, okay? What I wonder is when you start making calls out like repeal the 19th, women shouldn't be allowed to vote. How is that helping young men? Because these young men have women in their lives, they have mothers, they have sisters, they have teachers. And they turn around, they don't know how to act around women because you're giving them license to be misogynistic.
I don't agree with her. I do believe that every man and woman should be able to take accountability for their action. You shouldn't do something because someone told you to. You are not a cattle. You are a person that can be able to think for themselves and say that is it right or wrong. It's as simple as that. No one should be able to tell you to do something that you don't want to do and you do it.
I wouldn't call it misogynistic. I say be equal. So again, men
think
do
that's what
all of
most
the.
feminists are
Well,
saying.
then okay, I'd love for the feminists. Please apply for the oil rigs.
That is crazy because most people that do the hard and dirty work are men. She's making a point to say that if women want equality, maybe they should also do the hard and dirty work as men. It's as simple as that.
Please go do the hard jobs in society.
Why
They're
don't you
open.
go and
They're
work there?
hiring because I don't equate for. I don't think men or women are equal until we do the
Right.
equal work. So no, listen. Go apply to be on the oil rigs. Go be a plumber. Go be an electrician. Go be on the front lines of the military. And then we should have equal rights. But until feminists are willing to do that, I don't believe we should have the freedom without the responsibility.
Okay, well,
She's speaking facts. Equal right, equal responsibility. Comment below what you think.
I don't think that I'm physically built for that. You might be, but I'm absolutely
That's
not.
a
You,
bit-
no, but you
Wow.
said you were
That
a volleyball.
Wow.
Whoa, that was a low blow, truth to be told.
You said you were a volleyball player, and so you've got more strength than I do. I don't think
But
that
I don't
can
have more
do those
strength. I don't have
jobs.
more strength than
But
the
I'm not
average
going to take
man.
your right away to
I don't
do
have.
it.
I don't have more strength than the average man. But again, it goes back to go be a plumber. You want to be equal, go be equal.
She's not lying, she's telling the truth.
But you want divorce to be made illegal.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, because I don't think what we have today is really marriage. What is marriage? It's for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. That's what marriage is supposed to be.
Marriage is all about loving someone and honoring someone for the rest of your life. So she's not wrong when she says that.
But feminists have ruined marriage for the people that actually believe in marriage.
How?
When there's a 50% divorce rate.
Wow, 50%. What? That can be true. So 50% of married people get divorced. It's like picking a lottery, man. Taking a chance on life. Not knowing the outcome. Crazy.
and the average marriage
Why is that all
8
down to the
years.
women, though?
I didn't say that it was all down to the women.
Why
But
feminists ruin it?
you asked why I want divorce to be banned.
Yeah.
Can I finish
Yeah.
that first? So I'm saying, the people that believe in divorce, go be in long-term relationships. Leave marriage for the people that actually believe in for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part.
I do believe that married couples should have the right to divorce, because you can get married to someone and it was nice in the beginning, but then something happens somewhere along the line and they become physically and verbally abusive. I think you should have the right to be able to leave them. I don't think you should stay there for the sake of the kids. You should be able to leave if someone is treating you bad, if someone is hurting you, if someone is being physically abusive to you. You should be able to leave. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You should be able to leave that relationship behind. I do not agree with her when she says people shouldn't have the right to divorce. So, no.
Doesn't the sanctity of marriage also rely on the woman being a virgin, so you wouldn't be able to get married?
She didn't just say that. That is crazy. Wow.
What do you mean?
Well, you've spoken quite openly about how you're not a virgin, and so if you want to preserve that sanctity of marriage, then I just think that you're upholding standards that you don't actually live.
I understand you, Piers Morgan. I understand.
And that's a fair complaint. I wish I was. But, we can't go back. I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's fair that you get to be here and you get to be paid for your views, and you're telling other women that they shouldn't be allowed to.
I think,
hang on. Okay, if I may.
That is true. Everyone should have the right to have free speech. So she's saying what she's thinking. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope you have a great day. Take care, be safe, and bye.